Okay, so bit of a summary on how the day's gone. Yeah, I decided not to trade that 14.05 at Ascot, and yeah, that's me for the day really. There's still loads of races left, so loads of opportunity, but it's important you realise when you've had enough, and that could be anything. You could have made a big mistake that's cost you a lot of money. You're probably not in the right frame of mind to carry on, or you know what, you could just generally be feeling tired or just not yourself. Always cut your trading software off, and just pack up for the day, because if you haven't got your head in the game, so to speak, then yeah, don't be in the game, because you're likely to lose money. And it's the simplest way really of protecting your bank. So done quite a few races today, so there'll be quite a few videos up, and I'm gonna sort of categorise them, if you like. So I appreciate the videos sort of yesterday that I put up. I think there was 5 in total. They didn't go up in order. They were sort of random. So I'm gonna categorise them, maybe like N for newbie, and 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. So there's a little bit of structure there, and people can sort of list them and watch them in order, I guess, so they make the most sense. But okay, so what's happened today then? If we go to the trading software here, let's go to account, let's go to P&L. So what's happened today? We've traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Traded 8 races. 2 of those have been scratches. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 profits and 1 loss on that, and that was a really stupid loss. So yeah, it's been a little bit of, I think it's been a good day. There's obviously a couple of other videos where I didn't place a trade at all because nothing was obvious. I didn't feel comfortable doing so. Excuse me. So I didn't do that, which is fine as well. So that's why they're not showing up on this. But yeah, let's talk about this race here. So this was the one where the non-runner was in the race, and it sort of threw the market into a bit of a frenzy. I've checked back on that video, and actually I was out of the market. So that must have been an issue between the software and the API at Betfair, because the software was definitely showing that I was out of the market. All the runners had, I think it was 5 pence or 4 pence profit showing, and then when I went into the market, I was still in for a £52 stake. So overall, especially how that race went, if I'd shut down my software, if I'd switched to another screen, for example, and hadn't noticed that, then I'd be pissed off by now, because instead of making what I deem as a solid sort of £11 profit for the day, I would have been looking at probably, that £52 would have lost, because I don't think the favourite went on and won. I think it lost. So yeah, I feel very fortunate that I came away from that race with a profit, albeit we were in the profit zone when the non-runner came into play. And yeah, it's a really good video to watch, I think, and it's certainly, I've certainly took something away from that, in the sense that I'll definitely, if that sort of situation arises again, then I won't just be taking the software's word for it that I'm out of that trade. I'll be logging on to Betfair on my phone. So I've always got Betfair on my phone. I've also got it on my tablet, and they're right next to me on my desk. So my phone is not connected to my main internet either. So if anything does happen, if my internet crashes out or whatever, then I've got a backup at that point. So yeah, very fortunate with that, but I don't feel that I did anything wrong. I hadn't mistakenly placed a trade or anything stupid like that. I guess the sort of thing that I take away from that is that I took the software's word for it that I was out the trade, and yeah, it's a lesson learnt. So quite important, and yeah, I'm obviously thankful that didn't end in a 50 quid red. So yeah, thought it was important to sort of make that point. And yeah, you can go back and watch that video yourself, and you can clearly see that that's the case. This one, I'd already scoped out another few of the races after this one, and because of what happened, it threw me off my game really. It threw me off my focus, and subsequently, what I'd sort of envisaged happening in those races played out the way I thought, to a large degree anyway, and I really sort of felt like I'd missed an opportunity, I guess, and that played its hand really in this race here. So because I'd missed a really good and it would have been a hell of a good opportunity. I think it was in the 13:42. I do actually believe I could have made maybe probably more than the best trade today, to be honest. I could have made a decent chunk for not a lot of effort, but that played a part, and that played in my mindset, and that sort of influenced, in a way, the mistake I made in this race. So yeah, I was sat on my hands. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to see how these markets play out. I was still spooked by this race, and I'm sat there and I'm watching. I think it was ladder 2 or ladder 3. I'm watching it drifting out and out and out, and I'm watching the other two coming in against it. So it's a clear 2v1. Probably very low risk. I could have snapped in and entered and got a really nice sort of swing trade for a good few ticks, but I let it go up and up and up. I flipped the recorder on, and yeah, it was. I can't even explain what I was thinking at the time. By the time I decided to pull the trigger, most of the move had already happened, and then yeah, it was quite clear on that video that I made a couple of stupid decisions really, and it ended up going against me. If I'd left it as it was, just the one entry, I probably would have been fine. I didn't try to get too clever. I wasn't really focused, and guess what? When you're not focused, you're not centered. This happens. You know what? You're going to see yourself in the red. You're going to get frustrated, and yeah. What I felt I did do there was, you know what? I realised very quickly that I'd fucked up. I'd made a mistake. My head wasn't with it. Get out the trade, and yeah, just leave it alone. Really, take the loss. I was very fortunate in this race. You know what? I made a stupid mistake in that race. And to be honest, that's probably, I was looking at sort of packing up after that anyway, and maybe traded the 14.05, but yeah, I'm going to get out today. I'm quite thankful that I feel I've traded quite well on the whole. Made some good decisions. Very fortunate, very stupid, the last two races that were traded there. And yeah, summary of today really. I hope you found the videos useful today, and I'll maybe do some more summary style videos at the end of each day. I'm not going to be trading every day, but it will mainly be in and around sort of weekends. I might do a couple of night meetings and put some videos out there. But yeah, I hope you're finding this useful so far. And yeah, I'm probably going to do this for maybe a month as a sort of trading as I want to as a newbie, and yeah, seeing where we are at the end of the month. I'm going to try and keep the same sort of consistent approach to the videos, and just pointing out how I'm thinking when I'm looking at markets, and when I'm, obviously more importantly, when I'm trading, when I'm actively in a trade. And I hope that'll be helpful for some people. I know it would have been helpful for me when I first started looking at Betfair. So yeah, okay. Listen, again, I know I've waffled on sort of 11 minutes here, but yeah, as I say, I hope you found that useful. I'll probably be back tomorrow with a couple of videos. I'm not sure how long I'll trade for tomorrow, but yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.